Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Thursday and welcome back. I hope you are having a great week so far. So I know a lot of you are kind of looking forward to seeing my Kringle candle haul, and I received 2 of my packages, but I am still waiting for the 3rd one, and I don't want to split the haul in half. So I'm just gonna wait until I get the other missing part of my 3 orders that I made. And hopefully I will get that within the next couple of days and I can film that video for you maybe for Sunday. We'll see. But today I do have a candle review to share, and it is of a, I don't know, should we call this a returning favorite? It's definitely a returning fragrance. So I'm happy to report that Harry decided to bring back Kiwi Margarita. I was really excited about that because the first time this was out, I believe it was 2018, would have probably been spring, summer of 2018. I actually did not pick this one up. At least I don't remember picking it up, so I must not have, which kind of surprises me because I would have thought that this was totally up my alley back then, but maybe not. I don't know. There were also, this was during a time when we were getting ready to move into this house, and I may have been at a point where I thought, you know what, let's not create more candle stuff to move to the new house. So I may have held off on purchasing it because of that. And then it probably sold out. I have a feeling that that is probably what happened in 2018. Regardless, I'm super happy to have this bad boy back. I placed an order on QVC as soon as I saw this come into stock. So you can currently purchase this particular scent on QVC, but it has also been released on the Homeworx.Shop website. So you can purchase it at either place. I will link it at both places in the description box down below. Also, if you are shopping on the Homeworx.Shop website and you'd like to save 10%, I will put my discount code for you in the description box as well. It's just all capital letters, Melanie, and the letter P, just Melanie P. That'll save you 10%. Please know that that is an affiliate code, so don't use that if you are not comfortable with that. But there it is. If you're curious about using that, you are welcome to it, and if not, that's okay too. Yeah, you guys, Kiwi Margarita, let's get into it. First of all, if you are someone who really enjoyed or loved or liked a lot the citrus mojito scent, I'm not sure if that one is coming back. I've got my fingers crossed for it because I too really enjoyed that one. But I think this is kind of a good replacement for citrus mojito. Again, I hope that one comes out again, but if not, I think this is kind of a decent replacement for it. It's not an exact dupe, but the fragrances definitely share some similarities. So let's get into the scent description. Then we'll talk about strength, throw, quality of burn, all of that fun jazz. So your scent notes here are kiwi, chilled melon, Caribbean lemon, crushed mint, and sparkling sugar water. I have never had sparkling sugar water. I'm sure it's a thing. Anyway, what do I smell? Oh my gosh. First off, this is kind of heavy on that Caribbean lemon note. I feel like this is actually heavier on the lemon than it is on the kiwi portion. I was hoping for a little bit more kiwi, but the first thing that hits me is a sweet lemon. Secondly is that crushed mint, which is, I think, where it is giving me those citrus mojito vibes. That particular scent has a lot of that, really bright, lime lemon citrus type notes with that mint mixed in there. And it's done really well. You guys know I'm actually not a huge fan of mint. To me, it reminds me of either gum or toothpaste. And I don't particularly, I don't know, I guess I don't crave that in terms of faux fragrance. I love me some fresh breath, but you know, I don't want my house to smell like mint gum or to smell like just like even mint from my garden. I don't know what it is. I just have never liked mint fragrances inside of my home. So, but here it is, it's done in a way where it's not the focal point, and you do kind of have to like, you have to really take a deep breath to really get the mint. I'm probably not selling it to the people out there who really enjoy mint. It's definitely in there, don't get me wrong, but it is not like the very first thing that I smell. Really, it's more of that like sugared lemon, then the mint, then maybe a little bit of like a kiwi note. Not much in the way of melon. I know some of you were a little nervous about the melon note. On cold and burning, I really don't get that melon. That's not really a thing. Is this a sweet fragrance? Yes. Is it like overly sweet to the point where it's either cloying or it kind of starts to make you salivate a little bit? No, it's not overly sweet. It is not cloying at all. It's more fresh than it is sweet, if that makes sense. I really like this one. I don't love it. I don't think it's one that I'm going to be purchasing backups of. I will enjoy the two that I have that I picked up in my set that I purchased from QVC, but it's not one that I feel like I have to like bend over backwards to repurchase at this point. Just not really a necessity for me. So in terms of strength and throw, I wish that I could say this was like a super powerhouse. I'm kind of glad that it's not. Hush, you're fine. So, sorry, both dogs are here and they're both in a mood today. So bear with me if you hear anything in the background. The strength of this one is about like a 6.5. It definitely is a solid room filler. And I can smell it outside of the room where I'm burning it, which currently I actually have this in my family room. It smells great in the family room. I can smell it in the kitchen nook. I can definitely smell it in the kitchen, but it starts to like lessen in strength like by the time that it gets over there. So the throw of this I would only put at about like a 6. Travels outside of the room, but not terribly far. It's definitely not one of those Homeworx house fillers. Like, I'm not gonna say that, but it's also not the lightest Homeworx candle that I've ever had. I think this is gonna be a good one for those of you that just like the more moderately scented candles. If you have a lot of sensitivities, or if you know you have people coming over that might be a little bit sensitive to the fragrance in your home, I think this would be a great one to light up because it smells fresh, it smells pretty clean, it's not going to like smack anyone in the face the second that you open the door, but it will leave a nice sort of lingering, fresh citrus scent throughout probably most of your house. I don't know what the square footage is in the bottom of our house. I'm gonna say it's probably about half of our total square footage in this house. So it's probably just over 2,000 square feet in the bottom floor of our house. This does a pretty good job in this bottom portion of the house. It does better when I put it in my entryway. It travels upstairs that way, but if I don't put it in the entryway, this does not travel up the stairs at all. So definitely not a house filler for me in that way, but in the fragrance vortex, which is the entryway here, it does fairly well. So we have a pretty open concept downstairs and the ceilings are fairly high. So I think that's something to keep in mind when I am telling you what the strength and throw of my experiences. Keep that in mind when you are thinking about purchasing this for your own house, whether you live in an apartment or whether you live in a slightly older home where the rooms are a little bit more closed off, or if your ceilings are even higher than mine or lower than mine, that is definitely probably going to affect the strength and the throw. So I'm just giving you my experience based off of the house that I live in. So it's doing well. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad I bought it. I don't regret it, but I don't see myself purchasing a whole bunch more. If Citrus Mojito comes back, I'll definitely repurchase that. If I had to pick between the two, Citrus Mojito or Kiwi Margarita, I would probably go with Citrus Mojito. If you're worried about a boozy note in this, I don't get that. I know some people see the word margarita and they're like, oh my gosh, does it smell like tequila or anything like that? Absolutely not. Like, it is mostly just, like, if you were to get a virgin margarita, that's what this smells like. So it's great. I think it's a great summertime scent. If you're not ready to burn scents like this, definitely save it for maybe like June, July. It's very pleasant, very enjoyable. I give it 2 thumbs up. Yeah. And the Wicks, by the way, let me show you guys the Wicks. I did just light this right before starting this video, so it hasn't completely pulled out. But you can see the Wicks are, they're decently long. I did trim them. They do form some small mushroom tops, but not like big mushroom tops. There's no issues with sooting or anything like that, but I do have a very strict time limit when I burn these candles. Whether it's Homeworx, whether it's Bath & Body Works or DW Home or whatever, 3 hours is typically my max. The only candles that I burn beyond 3 hours are the Kringle 2 Wick soy candles, and they can handle it. Homeworx candles, if I go much beyond the 3 to 4 hour mark, the wicks can tend to get a little bit long and they do want to lean over. So just keep that in mind. The pedestal, by the way, is a Homeworx candle pedestal. I believe this one is still available on the website. Please know that I customized mine. It comes in silver. I spray painted it this, it's like an oil rubbed bronze. I don't know. It probably is coming off kind of black or charcoal on camera, but it's actually an oil rubbed bronze. I do have a video where I do a tutorial about how I customize my Homeworx pedestals. I'll link that in the description box down below if you're curious about it, and I will try to see if I can find this particular pedestal and link it in the description box as well. So hopefully that answers any questions that you might have. If there are any lingering questions, please feel free to leave them down below in the comments, and I'll get back to you just as soon as possible. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Please subscribe if you're new, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.